Hi everyone, so we're back with another Free Tip Friday video, and today we have our VP of Marketing, the car man himself. And
what's up, guys?
We are going to talk a little bit about third-party providers, what benefit they provide for dealerships, and how can dealerships make better informed decisions when it comes to these third-party providers and the money that they're dedicating to these services.
You know, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of dealers are not educated of what's going on in the technology side of the industry. So a lot of people, they hear from other people or a dealer, oh, I'm using CarGurus, or I'm using an Auto Trader, or I'm using Cars.com. So they think that they actually should be using the same platform that others are using. On the other hand, some people, they are educated and they know which platform they should be on based on a demographic and geographic standards. Mm-hmm. So let's say in Los Angeles, you might get better leads from Auto Trader than in, let's say, in Central California or in Seattle. Or so basically, there is so much into it that a lot of dealers, they're not paying attention to some details, which exhausting their budgets, or they're not utilizing that marketing budget to its best basically.
Where do you think that this kind of comes from? I mean, third-party providers, they've been around for ages, some of them more than 50 years, and the new ones are popping out, recently, but obviously dealers have been using them for some time, and there's a lot of, I guess, unclear about the money that they're, spending on a third-party provider and the ROI, the return on their investment that these dealers are getting. Where is the, the blurry vision on that, and what can dealers really do to help themselves to see the picture more clear?
To be honest with you, it's just the inconsistency in pricing, which is making it feel it's so sad that we didn't have so much transparency in this industry now. We walk into so many dealers, we talk to so many dealers every day, and we notice how somebody down the street is getting charged $5,000 for the same inventory that his neighbor is paying $2,500, and every 3-4 months, oh, you know what, we're spending more money on our SEO, we're ranking higher, we're beating everybody, we're getting more leads, and they're increasing the subscription fee, monthly subscription fee by 40, 50, and sometimes 100%. Right. Which is, for some dealers, by the end of the month, especially like small independents, they feel like they're working for these companies. Right. For these companies.
So what can dealers do to better spend their marketing dollars? Obviously, clearly, there is some sort of benefit that comes from third-party providers. Right. But then also at the same time, there must be a better way for dealers to dedicate these marketing dollars that they're currently spending.
Okay, so for dealers, they need to actually educate themselves. A lot of people, they're not putting the energy into learning more about what's happening in the technology, what's happening online. Consult with people. This is there is no problem of just calling a company that been doing this business, like the marketing or consulting for so long. Just consult with them. How much it's gonna cost you? You're gonna pay something. I'm sure you're gonna learn something. Right. So I encourage them to consult with other people, and if they're tech savvy, they can utilize that money. You don't have to spend money with third party. You don't have to. Spending money with third party that's performing in your area, it's a great thing to do. Right. But you can take that money and spend it somewhere else, like Google Ads, for example. Okay. Google Ads, you can capture a customer at the time and moment that he's ready to purchase, because he's actually searching for like a certain keyword. Right. Let's say he's in a market for a BMW 2018 4 Series. Right. He just searched 2014 4 Series. You are bidding against the other guys, and if you have an appealing, a good structured ad, you will get that click. So, and if you have the right website and tools and brand, okay, this customer will convert.
So basically taking the money what you're spending with third-party providers and dedicating some of that budget into building your own brand by utilizing tools such as Google Ads.
Yes, you know, like I met a big new car store manager in Orange County yesterday, and we were talking about one of the biggest third-party listings, and he said, "Oh, I didn't use them," and I was surprised, you know, like, because
You don't hear it often.
yes, you didn't hear it often, and it was like, you know what? That's why I didn't spend money with them.
Right.
I take the money and I'm spending $18,000 to $20,000 on AdWords, and he's getting most of his leads from the website.
Right.
And leads from the website, they convert between 40 to 50% higher than leads coming from third-party websites.
Right.
So somebody landed on your website after browsing like 18 to 20 pages online searching for vehicles, and he just submitted the lead on your website. This guy is a buyer.
Yeah.
Your job is to close now. It's not to sell.
Right.
Because you know what, the prospect goes in, through phases in the buying process, which is AIDA. A, attention; I, interest; D, decision; and A, action.
Right.
So the first thing, A, which is you're gonna grab the attention with a very appealing ad. You have something, a nice video on Facebook. You have a very nice video that eye-catching on AdWords. That's the video. So you get the attention.
Right.
Interest. When you get the attention, if you get him to spend like over 25 to 30 seconds watching your video, that means he's interested.
Right.
Now, psychologically, the human behavior, they actually, when you get them interested, they either decide to take an action or they decide to wait. So you want them to actually, you want them to decide to take an action. So by having a nice website with the right call to actions in the right position, with like, it's not, some websites you go to it, you feel like you're in Disneyland. It's like
There's just a bunch of information thrown at you, right?
Simplicity is the most complex thing.
Right.
So if you have a simple website that converts and gets the message the right way, and like, you know, you don't have to have so much stuff in order for people to convert. And trust me, if you have so many buttons on a website, like everywhere you go, like you see buttons, you see images, you see flyers, you see stuff,
Right.
people will bounce right back.
Right.
So you want to engage with them and get that decision of them submitting a form. And when they submit the form, now you have a sold, actually, it is sold. Basically, you just need to deliver. And that's your job of selling the appointment on the phone and bringing the customer in and selling to him. So the conclusion, if you get harassed, because some people actually harass the dealership, like digital marketing website or like third-party listing sites, if you get harassed by them, you don't need them.
Right.
If you partner up with a consulting company, marketing agency that actually knows what they're doing, the first thing they would tell you if your website is good enough or not, if you should spend more money on Google Ads. And if you look at it, you are basically branding the third-party listings. You are helping them ranking more and stuff by paying them more money. You can take that money, spend it on your marketing, generate the leads for yourself, but make sure you're not sending this traffic to a website that does not convert.
Right.
Because that's a waste.
Well, thank you for your time, Jamil. We really appreciate it. And there you guys have it. You know, dedicate those dollars into building your own brand and growing your own brand and taking customers into your own backyard versus sending them to the farmer's market to find you guys out there. We look forward to bringing more videos to you guys. As always, you can always give us a call if you have any questions, 949-923-0190, or drop us a line at support@DealersGear.com. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, guys.